What's up, guys? I finally made it to filming. So, first, let's start off with the story of how my yesterday was, since I hear that someone is very eager to hear about it. So, yesterday, my day started at I woke up at around 7:30, but I don't get to do anything until closer to 8 o'clock because usually between the hours of 7:15 to around 8, my mother is using the kitchen, like fixing herself breakfast, and then after that she takes a shower. That's around 8 o'clock. Of course, I really do not get to start on anything personal until she's done, which means that during that half hour that I'm waiting for my turn to, feed myself, I'm either fixing stuff around in my room, which never really changes to tell you the truth. I'm also trying to save time by picking ahead what I intend to wear for work, and also I may just lay in bed and chill and catch up on what's going on in the world, whatever the news are. Or I look at the channel and see if there's any activity and attempt to reply to something. My shift was at 9:45 until, which means that it's what we call a banker's shift or a mid shift, and that I effing hate it because it takes up my whole day. Like in the morning, I can't do anything because my mother is getting ready for work. Her shift is a banker shift, 9:30 until 6:30 actually. Even if I have a couple of extra hours in the morning, I can't do anything with my day because what can I do? By the time that I get ready and just rolling, eating in general, there's just nothing that I can do. I can't grocery shop, can't do anything. And by the time I come home and put everything away, realistically, I just don't have time. You're just gonna have to believe me. Another thing is that I always go to the gym between the hours of 5:30 and 6, and it's courtesy of my boyfriend. Therefore, I am spending the rest of the evening-night in the gym. Usually we get home by 9 o'clock, but last night precisely, we came back home past 9. It was like 9:30ish. So I had time for nothing else besides drinking some chocolate milk, eating a little bit of a chocolate bar just so that I don't have an empty stomach. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to clean up the dishes from this morning because tomorrow I need the kitchen to be clean so that I can fix my breakfast. Pretty much the time that I could have had designated to eat something, more healthy, more solid, I had to invest it keeping the kitchen clean. Anyways, my day at work, what is there to say? I'm just waiting for the day that I can openly talk about my experiences in the channel, but it'll take however long it needs to take. But I just look forward to the day that I share every single story and everything. Like, I think my best stories, my best rants, and my best ramblings are work related. But of course, I want to protect the guilty as of right now. Someday I'll have the pleasure of just sharing with you guys what all that is. But for now, I need to play my part. At any rate, if I were to describe how my day was, of course, at work, mentally demanding like always, and in addition we had someone call out, which means that you have to really step up your multitasking game. Also, I feel like the day itself was not stressful, but what makes it challenging is the little things that happen on the side that you're not really accounting for or counting for. People just forgetting their stuff or not finding something or just not making it somewhere on time. Little things like that, which adds up to your plate of responsibilities, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. And then life outside of work, like I said, I had time for nothing. When I skip the channel, you know that something is up, because for me, this is something that I just have to do every day. It's just a part of my day. But if I don't upload something or don't comment back on anything, that means that I really, my time was being owned unwillingly and I did not have a say or much of a say in it. But anyways, I mean, what matters is that it was not a miserable day. Like, I had fun here and there, but it's just that it really sucks that your time is somebody else's time, and the time that you do spend under somebody else's rules does not even aid you in building for a future that you can sustain. If only I could say, oh yeah, I spent 8 hours a day in this place, but the reward is good, then yeah, I would gladly stay there and do it and not complain. But when I see that other people's rate of progression is insanely better and faster and more stress-free than mine, you know that something is wrong. The amount of time that they have to spend to get the few things that I get, which they can get the few things that I get plus, that makes me be like, you know what, bummer, this has to change. Anyways, like I said, I am not complaining. I realized that stuff could be worse and I actually don't have it that bad. All I gotta do is keep working and go for whatever it is that I want to fulfill. I'm working on that. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much my story. Nothing really specific or exciting that stood out or that I must report. It's just regular being a working adult stuff. But yeah, I appreciate so much you asking and the curiosity, because I just like to talk about my day and the fact that someone is actually listening. So if you had a far better day than mine, or if you're just disappointed at how my day was, then let me know and you can totally bash me. But anyways, that's pretty much what happened. It's just that, honestly, once I get off work, I don't remember much about it. Like, nothing really stands out. It's pretty much routine. Like I said, it sucks that it takes up a lot of my time and that I have to rely on it to make ends meet. So that's why sometimes I have to sacrifice something, and unfortunately sometimes it is the participation in the channel, because really I have no room for anything else in my day and I need to catch up on some sleep. Like today I felt it. I'm like, my goodness, I could have used another extra hour of sleep, but I mean, I made it. I'm not complaining, but I am feeling it. That's really my most important aim. And then tonight I'm actually going to be extra busy. It's already 4 o'clock right now as I film this, and in about an hour and a half, I am going to the gym. Like, my boyfriend's gonna swing by. I'll follow him to the gym because today I promised a co-worker who has to travel out of state that I would give him a ride to the airport, and the airport is about 20-ish, 25-ish minutes away. So that's from 7 until, 7:30, and then 7:30 to around 8-ish, a little past 8, that I have to come back. So I'm booked for the night. When I come back, I'll pretty much be cleaning up the mess that I am going to leave in the kitchen. As I upload this video, I am going to cook my meal for the day. So that means that this hour and a half that I have remaining, I have to juggle between uploading, which it gets done by itself, but then I also have to be cooking, and then as stuff cooks, I will be getting prepared for the gym and preparing the extra bag that I'm taking to the gym. The gym usually takes me 2 hours, but today I'm just going to do the most important things and cut my day short by around half an hour, so that I have time to shower at the gym, so that from the gym I can go get some gas, which the gas station is literally like across the road from where the gym is. So after that is when I go to my co-worker's house and then give him a ride to the airport. So this is one of those instances in which I wish that I either had a twin or I could split my soul and my body in half so that I could address every little thing that it is that I have to address. So I need to meet Tenshinhan, and he needs to teach me his, what do you call that, multi-form technique, because Assista really needs it. Even if my power is cut in like a half or quarters, whatever, I mean, at least it's extra sets of hands, which is what I need. A body, you know. One is to drive the car, one is to keep the body in shape, one is to nourish the body, and one is to clean up the messes, you know. The good thing is that this is just a misfortunate schedule that I have this week, but usually I can make it work to where you guys see that I can upload daily. But whenever I have evening shifts, my day is ruined. And that may throw off the day before it or the day after it because of the set of circumstances that I just explained. Normally, I don't have to take anybody somewhere, but tonight I do. Not every day is the same, so that's why stuff gets kind of tricky and managing time gets kind of tricky, especially when I have to give my time to something else or someone else that's out of my control. Anyways, you guys, once again, thanks so much for asking. I don't think I've ever done a video like this where I actually speak about what happened in my day and how stuff happens, or just my hours in general, my scheduling. I cannot have set kinds of hours like, oh yeah, guaranteed, let's say 6:30 to 2, which is my preferred hours every day, because businesses, retail, they have their schedule, they create the hours, they schedule you based on business needs, and usually your needs never align with business needs, so that's where it gets really messy and tricky. So, but anyways, I mean, here I am. All right, guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will begin to reply to the comments on the video that I filmed 2 nights ago about the boyfriend dating guys, men questions, whatever you want to call it. I forgot what I called it already. Stuff that I've been afraid to ask. But I'll probably do that closer to me going to bed, like starting to read before I try to doze off, because that helps me sleep better. 2 people is what I anticipate I'll be able to reply to. Just stick around for me, and thanks for sticking around for me. All right, I'll see you soon.